what makes your heart come alive? Figure that out and go do that.
What's up, bro? Welcome back. I'm here with one of my good buddies that I've known for a long time, Caleb, and his dad. And we're just talking about what it means to be successful in life and if money is worth pursuing.
I really just want to start by saying we will shortly be rejoined by Mr. Millionaire Sharp, here to give us some pro tips on how to become men of God and how to just pursue the things that are most important in life.
Is money worth pursuing?
A lot of people misinterpret the Bible and think that money is irrevaluable. The Bible verse actually says
The love of money.
The question is, what do you do to define yourself? And is money a byproduct of that, or is money the goal of that?
I don't know. I want to make money, but I'm pretty chill with it overall. Like, I'm not trying to maximize every single cent I make, but I'm happy with what I make.
I think one of the things I struggle with is, should that be like a goal of mine? Like, should I, because a lot of times the way I motivate myself is like seeing long-term goals. And so for me, it's like, I kind of make those goals in my head and then I try to like visualize them. But it's like, should money be one of those contributing factors, I guess?
I've reached a stage of my career where I am probably most valuable to my team because I am a mentor and teacher. Career. I'm a mentor and a teacher, which means a lot of the other team members are constantly saying, Dan, got a sec? Can I ask you a question? Can I show you something? Can you help me with this? I love doing that, but sometimes in the moment, it feels frustrating. It feels interrupting. It feels like, solve your own problem. So it's good for me to remember that. There was some today where I was deep in the middle of working on my own code thing, and then one of my coworkers said, hey, Dan, you got a moment? And for a moment, I was like, I could just ignore it. It's fully remote. I could just ignore it. Oh, I didn't get your message. Sorry. But I don't want to be that guy. And so I have to press into those moments and say, no, I actually, my greatest value to the team is in growing and helping the team. And I actually really like it. So overall, I feel like I'm able to bring my best self and my strongest gifts to bear. But it wouldn't have happened accidentally. I had to push for it. Not in a mean way, but just in a sort of recognizing that the company would be better off if I brought my excellence instead of my good enough.
What do you mean by like your excellence?
Well, in your early 20s, you might not know what that is yet.
Right.
But what you lack in experience, you can make up for in psychotic energy. But it's also like, this is the opportunity, the stage of life you guys are in. You don't have any encumbrances. You don't have...
That's true.
And so there's an aspect of like, what makes your heart come alive? Figure that out and go do that. And if you can't, in the short term, if you can't do that as a career, figure out how to still do that, even if you have to do something else to pay the bills. And if you're not sure what makes your heart come alive, then this is the time to just experiment, to explore, but also to submit it to the Lord. God, I know you wired me. You made me unique. Like the Bible says, you were fearfully and wonderfully made. You knew me even before I was in my mother's womb. You designed me. You planned me. So ask Him, God, what do you have for me? What is it that you want me to do? Who do you want me to be? And He may not answer you quickly, but you keep asking the question, you stick with it.
My boss, he has like a wife, and they just had a kid like a year ago, so she's still like really young.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, he's got to like, that's got to come first before
Balance all that. Yeah.
his other stuff. So like when we would do stuff with the guys, he'd be like, no, sorry guys, I got to go like spend time with my daughter, which is like, yeah, like
You gotta protect
You
it.
do that.
yeah, you don't want him out drinking beers with the guys and not like,
Right.
but it's like, dang, like that's something you really got to think about, because if I get married or have a kid or whatever, like that's got to come first. So the stuff I got to do that takes more time. I should figure that out now, you know. But it's like, what if I don't know what that is, you know?
Another clue is, you know, you're walking in your glory when the passage of time and the drainage of energy go away. Let's say you stumbled upon something that was like, that makes your heart come alive. You're going to find time just flies, but you're also going to find it doesn't take energy from you. It feeds you. And that's different than just like being physically tired. You know, you put in a long day, you're physically tired and everything. But if your soul is drained, at least ask the question of what is going on here and why is that? Because it may be that that's not what makes your heart come alive.
That's kind of how I felt when I was working at the bar, like during, like last year. Like it was something that I was like, this is like a cool thing. Like it's, like it seems like, yeah, this would be cool to do. And like I did it, and then I was like, I would just always feel like super drained after, just like really like kind of down almost. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think that had anything to do with the fact that you were still doing school? Like
Maybe.
you met the end of a hard day and then you had to go and work
Maybe.
as well.
What's weird though now is like I'm way busier now than I was when I was in school, because I would sleep in till like 10, go to my like 10:50 classes, you know, and like skip classes whenever I was like, you know, not feeling it. But now it's like, no, I have to be at work every day. I have to get up at like 6:37 every day. I can't just skip. But like I feel a lot more fulfilled in the work I was doing, which I feel like with school's so weird because there's like it feels like you don't have a purpose almost. Like it's just like to
You
graduate.
just slug through it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like there's no tangible like, oh, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna help me in some way. It's like, no, I just have to do this so that I don't end up homeless.
It's a bridge, and you don't really care about the bridge. You just care about getting to the other
Right.
side. Yeah.
Specifically with guys, I'm sure that like some girls feel this way, but specifically with guys, I feel like you have to have a challenge in order to feel like fulfilled and not drained. Like if it's too easy, you feel more drained. It like kind of doesn't make sense at first, but if you think about it, like you feel more fulfilled by something that's gonna be a little bit challenging, but then it's gonna pay off in the end. I think when the things that you enjoy and the things that you're working hard on start to become your identity as like a means to an end, I think that's when it becomes like an issue, because I think God gives us goals and dreams, but they're to glorify Him. And then once we start like pursuing those goals and dreams as the means and ends of themselves, that's where it like becomes a problem.
Yeah, I love showing off my car. Like I love having a fun car. Like that's like my thing, you know? But I don't like anytime anyone's like looking at me and being like, dude, that's a nice car, like I enjoy it, I appreciate it. Like it makes my day, but at the same time I'm like, I hope they don't know me. Because like I don't want that to be my thing really.
Right, you don't want that to be your identity.
It's just a passive thing, you know?
Right.
It's like this isn't like
And I think that's
this
how
isn't
you,
my only thing. Like I'm
Yeah.
Caleb. I'm not the S5 driver.
I think that's how you know that it's like that's not who you are. You know, the fast car is not who you are, because like I think a lot of people when they're pursuing money, it's like I'm worthy because of the money that I've made, because of the car that I have. Like I can get all these girls because I have this sick car, you know. And it's like you don't use it for that. Like you don't use it for like one night stands or, you know. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like bodybuilding is kind of like my equivalent of that. They're both things we really enjoy and are like somewhat really driven towards. I can see like where I want to be in the future, and I can see this vision of me getting like all this glory from other people and people being like, dang, that's insane, you know, and like.
And it's okay to want that too.
Yeah, I think that's part of like
as
us
long as it's
wanting
not
to be
your
seen.
like core goal,
Right,
because
like,
that won't fulfill you.
right, like we want to be seen as human beings. That's just part of who we are. But like it's once, even if you did get there, it'll only be like that, and then it's over. It's not like who you are. It's not the purpose that you were made to fulfill. Like I don't think God made you to want to buy fast cars. Like, God wasn't like, okay, I'm making Caleb, his purpose in life is to buy fast cars. You know, that's not, like, your purpose might be to have this, like, sense of beauty and to want to create. But it's like, that's more than just, like, wanting to impress girls with a fast car.
Yeah, it's more about guys.
That's funny. Dude, I'm so cold.
This is take number 642. Hopefully this one goes live. Gentlemen, we are here with take number 643. All right, gentlemen, take number 644. Okay, take 646. Adhering to. Obsessing over. Yeah, I remember that. Roll film. I was doing so good.